Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm going to tell you about squashing. So, if you are familiar about Git and how to make commits using Git,
And maybe you are an open source developer or the developer in some company or an organization, you might have faced situations with the multiple commits in your pull request or the merge request.
for example, you are
Working on an issue and then you create a commit, you create a PR, and your maintainer says no. You have to add something else or specific thing as well.
now you add this thing or you fix that thing, and again you make a commit and pushed to the PR. Now it is approved. What's next?
The maintainer asks you to squash your commits. That is, he wants only one commit for this issue, and you have more than one, like let's say two, three, or
Or 10 100 commits for that specific issue. It's not your fault. It makes sense. We are using the version control system and we create the commits based on the features or additions we add. So if I created some fix and I create a commit of it, but now the maintainer or the mentor
say like I have to update this or specific thing as well. I don't want to mess up with the code I did before.
before. So I'll create a new commit so that in case if I had done something wrong, I can go back to my previous state. So now I have three commits or two commits, simply more than one commits, and I have to squash them. Now there are two methods. Obviously, the best method is the rebase command of the Git, but there is one method I used to do in my beginning days because the rebase thing wasn't clear to me. I'm going to tell you those two methods to squash your commits. So first of all, let's create an empty repository. I am inside my sample project directory. I created a new repository. Let's create three files, 1, 2, and 3.html. I'm going to create three commits. So git add 1.html, git commit -m. Okay, new commit. Okay, so this is the thing, and now we have two and second commit. Now gm here is just an alias here, so the gm here uh, refers to the git commit -m. That's all. You can create your own aliases on the bash profile or the zish profile if you are using that. And then let's add a third file and then again commit. So this is my third commit. So if I check my git log, I have three commits. And now what's next? I need to squash them into two commits. Let's say I want to squash second and third commit into the single one. Let's first do the right way. Git rebase. This is a command to rebase your history. So there are multiple things you can do with git rebase. Sometimes you want to rebase your repository, a local repository based on the remote repository. You can use a rebase for that, but for now we are saying git rebase, and again -i, and then we are going to say go to two commits from the head. Head is your latest commit, and you want to go two commits from head, including head. So two commits including heads includes my second commit and third commit. Of course, my head was on third, and the last second commit was the second commit. Now, what I want to do is I want to squash them. So if you see here, there are different commands. Which one? First one is the pick. Second one is the reward. Reward is basically to recommit, but we are now going to use a squash. Squash is used for combining the commits. So what we are going to do is we are going to pick this first commit, that is the second one commit, and the third commit will be used for squashing. Now mind that I'm using my nano editor. You might be using vim, which is default in your git. So To do the editing on Vim, all you have to do is to press I for the insert mode, and you can then type again. Same thing. So now I do this. Now exit, save. Now once I save it, Git will create a new file, which is basically nothing but the file for the comment, new comment of this rebased commit. So I have combined second commit and third commit in a single one, and this comment file tells me what will be the comment of the third commit, which is created on the basis of merging. So I just want to keep it simple. I'm not making any changes for now, but of course you can make any changes and create a new comment on it. So the hash one are the actual comment of the file. So this will not be present on the comment message, but the second commit and the third commit line here is not in the comment, so it will be present in the message. So I press Ctrl X to exit my nano editor because I haven't made any changes. So now you will see that successfully rebased and updated. Let's see by git log. Okay, so as I said, the second commit and third commit is now squashed, and the second file which was opened by the rebase contained the message for this rebased or say merged commit. And remember that it had the messages of both two commits which we merged, so it is reflecting here. All right, let's create a new commit again. Touch, let's say I want to create 4.html. Now let's add this 4.html. Now git commit, fourth commit. Now, as I told you earlier, that I have two methods for squashing, right? The first one and the good one, or the say standard method, is rebase. The only thing you need to do is get rebase -i and then the head with the number of commits you want to go back. So if you want to go back with like say 10 commits, you can go like this, but obviously we do not have 10 commits here, so it won't go that way. Now see the other way to do that. As I told you, this is not a standard way to do that, but let's have a look. What we are going to do is we are going to reset our history, and then remember to use a soft flag. Soft flags tells Git to not to delete the changes, just delete the commit from the history. So the actual files in the commit are not removed from the Git. These are still present in the Git tracking, but the commit from the log is removed. So if I press git reset soft head, and then I have to tell the commits from the head to remove. So if I'm going to remove like the last commit, because I want to squash the last commit to the last second commit. All right, let's do this. So now if I go to git log, I have only two commits. The fourth commit is not present here. Let's see the status of the Git. You'll see the 4.html which was present on the fourth commit isn't removed. It is present on the Git tracked. So what I have to do is now amend my commit. Git commit -m fifth commit. Now what I'm going to do is provide an additional flag called amend. This commit alters the latest commit. So the latest commit which was present in the git log will be altered, and this commit will be added into it. So if I press enter, I now see git log, and you will see I have my commit message changed to fifth commit because I have provided the message as fifth commit. So now if I give you git status, nothing to commit, and if I check the contents, yes, 4.html is present because it is present on the latest commit. So if I say if git had one, so you can see the once again, yeah, the 2.html is present, 3.html is present, and b, yeah, and this 4.html is also present. So all these three files are committed through the latest commit. So what we are doing here, we are editing the last commit which has been done, and add our current files to it. So this is not the right way, because you might end up with messing up your commits or the files. Or also, if you want to squash some commits in between the history, for example, I have 10 commits and I want to squash 4th, 5th, and 6th. This can be done using rebase, but it can't be done using this method. Of course, there are still some tricks. You can create the branch, you can go to specific head or specific commit, and then you can change the history by altering the commits, and then again merge it. That can be done, but that makes it irrelevant to use Git. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks.